What's up, guys? This is Nathan, ThatAlbumReviewerGuy here, doing another top 10 list. I haven't done one of these in a while, and the last one I did was my top 10 albums of 2015. So I figured I'd do one to break the monotony of just album reviews. And besides, this is one that I've wanted to do for a long time and just haven't gotten around to it. But here it is, my top 10 Five Finger Death Punch songs. So Five Finger Death Punch is a band that I enjoy. I mean, their last album was a bit on the not so good side, but other than that, I do enjoy Five Finger Death Punch, and I figured I'd make a list of my top 10 favorite songs. There'll be a lot of singles and big names on here, but that's just how it is. So, without any further ado, let's get on with the list. Number 10 is Battleborn, which comes off of their 5th album, if I'm not mistaken, which is The Wrong Side of Heaven, and The Righteous Side of Hell, Volume 2. Most people didn't like the second half of that album, but Battleborn's alright. It was a grower for me. It definitely wasn't one that I was immediately sold on. It took many listens for me to get it on the list. Well, honestly, it was one of my top 50 rock songs of 2013. I do that list on another channel. But yeah, Battleborn is nice. It is a bit simplistic, but I like the lyrics anyway. I like the softer style. I like Five Finger Death Punch's softer songs. I like their heavier stuff too, as you will see in future entries in this list. But Battleborn is a solid track anyway.
I want you to know, I want you to say, I want you to look.
Number 9 is White Knuckles, which comes off of their first album, which is called The Way of the Fist. And, well, I said I like their heavier stuff too. White Knuckles, tons of raw, ruthless aggression. It's just in your face. For example, the first thing that Ivan Moody says in the song is, "Fuck it all." And I like it. I like the song in general. I like especially the part where it just builds up in the bridge section, and it just, so much energy, so much anger, so much aggression. I just love everything about this song. Number 8 is Lift Me Up, which features Rob Halford of Judas Priest. This is off of The Wrong Side of Heaven and The Righteous Side of Hell, Volume 1. And this is a great heavy metal classic, so to speak. Not really a classic, but you have Rob Halford of Judas Priest. He's been in the business for ages, and he definitely adds a bit to the song. He's there. I like his verse. I like his vocal contribution. I think his and Ivan's vocals mesh well enough. And this is another song that's a bit aggressive, not as aggressive as the last entry, but it is a solid heavy metal tune, and it's definitely worth a listen.
I could never be what you want me to. You pull me.
Number 7 is Coming Down, which comes off their 3rd album, American Capitalist, which is probably my favorite album of Five Finger Death Punch, just so you know. But, yeah, Coming Down is a nice, softer song, and there's a bit of emotion in this song. You can definitely hear it in Ivan's voice, and the instrumentals are kind of heavy, kind of soft. It's a nice blend, definitely, instrumentally, and it's a nice, beautiful song from Five Finger Death Punch.
Just walk away, make it easy on yourself.
Number 6 is Walk Away from their 2nd album, War Is the Answer, and this is another softer one. I like the vocal style of Ivan Moody on this track. It sounds a bit different to me, personally. I might just be stupid. But I do like his range on this song. I like the slower pace of this track. It definitely offers a bit, in my opinion. Number 5 is Hard to See, which also comes off of War is the Answer. This song I heard because it was the theme song for a show. I don't know if any of you watched TNA Wrestling, but back in the day, at around 2010, 2011, around there, they had a show called Reaction, and this was the theme song. So that's where I heard this song first, and well, I like it. Simply put, I like the guitar part in the beginning and the vocals again pretty good. Ivan Moody, he is a good vocalist. He may be a bit of an asshole, but what are you gonna do?
If I could hold back the rain, would you numb the pain? 'Cause
Number 4 is Remember Everything, which also comes off of American Capitalist. Softer than the previous American Capitalist entry. Remember Everything is probably one of, if not the softest and most melodic and beautiful and heartfelt and emotional songs that Five Finger Death Punch have done. Um, if not Far From Home, but Far From Home is a bit heavier than Remember Everything. But Remember Everything is very melodic, it's very beautiful, it's a bit deep. I enjoy everything about this song. There's nothing to hate about it, in my opinion.
the bleeding, the screaming was tearing me apart.
Number 3 is The Bleeding, which also comes off of their first album, The Way of the Fist. And this blends their aggression with their more melodic side, and it's a nice blend, definitely. There is a version of the song that doesn't have any screaming on it. I don't like it, personally. I prefer the one with the screaming, because it really shows both sides of the band. And this is from their first album, too, so we weren't exactly too sure what they were capable of, but now they're 6 albums in, and we know exactly what they're capable of, and The Bleeding, it definitely holds up, even though it was, I think it was their first single? I don't know that, but it was off their first album. It was it was the song that put them on the map, I can say that for sure. And it still holds up to this day, definitely.
Can be me, and I will be
Up next, third entry from American Capitalist on this list, Under and Over It. Yeah, this is the song that introduced me to Five Finger Death Punch, honestly. It's very aggressive. I love the heck out of it. Um, it's it's Five Finger Death Punch at its finest, honestly. There's not really much else for me to say. I'm sure everyone knows Under and Over. It's one of their more popular songs. But it's what got me into the band. But it's not quite my favorite. But it's up there. It's on my favorite album.
I will not be forgotten. This is my time to shine. I've got the stars to prove it.
And finally, also on American Capitalist, number 1, The Pride. I can't really say what got me into this song. It was probably the intro. Um, I like the build up into the vocals, which weren't really lyrics. They were just hey, and then that. But I like that, and I think it added to a great background for the song. And the lyrics are a bunch of nonsensical nonsense, honestly. But I don't care. Honestly, I enjoy it. It's a very fun song. It's high energy, and it's enjoyable, and that's all that matters to me. I don't care what anyone else thinks. But that's it. Those are my top 10 Five Finger Death Punch songs. What are your guys' favorite Five Finger Death Punch songs, if you have any? Let me know down there. And of course, check out my social media stuff, and like, comment, and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys next time. That I'm the Viewer Guy, signing off.